Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the video. It allows us to reach more people and therefore create a bigger impact to the world and those around you, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the video. Man. Hi there. Hey, it's Eric back with another video. Just wanted to make this one about a thing that a lot of people really struggle with, and it's essentially waking up on time. I think that a lot of people, like including myself, have had a big problem for the longest time, and as far as getting up and going whenever their alarm goes off in the morning, because the second you hear it go off, it's almost like the worst sound you've ever heard. Depending on how you approach it, you can either make that lead you and propel you into the place that you want to go in life, or use that moment to snooze more into the next couple minutes of your day, which we'll talk about in a second. So first, before we get into the portion about how to wake up and get your alarm snoozing habits out of the way, let's talk about why it's a bad thing to snooze first. First and foremost, when you snooze, you're delaying the reason to get out of bed in the whole place, in the whole purpose, right? So you're essentially making it to where you're telling your brain that it's okay to just hang back for a little bit, and that you don't really want to get out of bed yet because you're not ready to get out of bed, right? Which is kind of screwing yourself up and over, because when we tell ourselves that we're not fully ready to go, we're waiting for our bodies to like finally feel perfect and putting it into action mode. But that never really happens, because what ends up happening is that when you're snoozing, you're making your body just a little delayed, and it's not fully ready to attack the day yet, and then finally when you get out of bed you feel sluggish. So the second reason why it's a bad idea to snooze is you're really putting yourself in a bad position, because your brain really needs that time and energy in order to go to sleep. So if let's say you're snoozing for 10 minutes, your brain, at first on the initial alarm, it wakes up, right? And it's now ready to go. But then you go back to bed and your brain starts slowing down, and then it wakes up again. And then you start to slow down the brain again, and then it wakes up again. And then you do it again, you're trying to go to bed, and then all of a sudden you wake yourself up again. So it's really, it's messing the brain up, because it's so ready to go to bed, but you're putting it back in the state of, hey, let's wake up again and get after it. And then you're like, I don't want to go out yet, I don't want to take my day out, I don't want to do the things yet, I want to go back to bed. So your brain's like, what the heck, man? Like, I thought we were going to go do stuff, but you want me to go back to bed? I don't get it. You're like, yeah, just a little bit longer. And your brain's like, all right, bro, whatever. And he just goes back to bed. So that's why by the time you get up, you feel sluggish. And it's kind of like counterproductive, because you want to wake up and get these things done, but then you're telling your brain, not yet. So it's obviously hurting in that way. So the third reason that you don't really want to snooze is just from an overall life standpoint. When you tell yourself to snooze, you're essentially just putting off your goals and your dreams for something that you want to do later, right? So let's say I really want to start increasing my business performance. Now, the only way that's going to happen is if you get up off your butt, go and start doing it. But if you're snoozing, you're telling yourself your goals and your dreams aren't as important as you think they are. So your brain is just kind of half-assing the effort and not really putting forth that extra mile for you, which you need. You need that extra force. You need every bone and organ in your body to want to explode and attack these goals and dreams that you have. But every time that you snooze, you're putting yourself in a bad position to get anything done. So let's actually get into the portion about how to prevent yourself from snoozing, okay? So the first one is set your intentions for the night before as to why you're even waking up, right? Everyone has different reasons as to why they want to wake up in the morning and get things done. So it's just up to you though. So for me, personally, I have businesses that I want to grow, and I need to fully maximize my mornings, because we all know by the time you get home from work, you're probably pretty exhausted. So when I go to bed at night, I know that the reason that I'm going to bed is in order to build these businesses the next day. I have a purpose and I have a fuel for why I'm doing what I'm doing. For other people, it might be weight loss, right? They want to lose weight, so they have to jump out of bed in the morning so they can get their clothes on, go to the gym, get after it. Now, everyone's different, obviously. So the first thing, you have to set your intention as to why you're doing what you're doing, okay? Now, the second reason is downloading an app or getting an app in general. Personally, for me, I feel like the easiest way to do it is to download apps designed for this exact reason, because how easy is it to just grab your phone and be like, not yet, I'm gonna do it later. So the app I used was Alarmy. Amazing app. It's by far the easiest way that I've seen to stop snoozing, and I promise you, ever since I've used it, without fail, I have woken up at the exact same time every single day without any problems, and I feel fine. I feel great. Now, it's very simple to download. Obviously, you go to the App Store, you choose it, now you download it. But the cool thing about it is there's a bunch of different purposes and functions for it. Now, obviously, you have all your alarms that you have, like the dogs, the bells, the whistles, all that cool stuff. But the really important feature that I use it for is the mathematical aspect of it. So it forces my brain to do math equations in order to wake itself up so that I can go. And if I don't accomplish one of these math equations in a certain amount of time, the alarm goes off again, and I'm already in the room with my wife. So imagine how big of a dummy I feel when I have the alarm go off a second time for this reason. So it really forces you to kind of like focus in on these equations. It could be like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, things like that. Now there's 3 of them. You have to get all 3 right in order to turn the alarm off. And then obviously if you press dismiss, that's a snooze, comes off later. So it's just better to just not have to open up your phone, put in these codes and like math equations again later. Just might as well knock it out completely and just not worry about it, because the alarms are very obnoxious. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You want to get your brain going in the morning, get the math equations in, so that you're already one step ahead of what other people are, where they just like press the stop button and like gone throughout their day. The third, and in my opinion most important aspect of getting up and like not pressing snooze in the morning is putting your phone across the room, man. Like as far away from the bed as possible, because imagine how easy it is whenever the alarm goes off to reach over and grab your phone and just press snooze. Like I'm totally a culprit of it. I would want to wake up, and I would for months I would tell myself I want to wake up at 5, and I wouldn't wake up at 5. I would wake up at 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then it sucks, man, because you wake up after putting in all that work and effort to try to wake up at that time, and you wake up still at 7, and then you have to leave for work in like an hour, and you have no time to do anything, right? So put your phone as far across the room as you can, and that way you have to get out of bed and get moving in order to get to your phone and do the equation. So whenever you move, obviously your body's kind of waking itself up, and there's no better way to wake up than do some physical activity. So that kind of forces you to do that, and you're out of the comfort of your bed. You are now moving towards the phone and obviously putting in the codes and everything like that. Okay, super simple. Now the fourth reason to stop your snooze in the morning is to just get a little bit of exercise in, just get the body moving a little bit. And obviously in part with getting out of bed to turn this alarm off, there's also just after you get out of the room, brush your teeth, everything like that, you want to do maybe a couple push-ups and get the body awake, you know, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever, some physical activity to get up and going so that your body and brain is like now moving full speed ahead, right? So guys, again, we want to thank you so much for watching the video. It's not a very complex video. It's just one of those things that I feel like everyone needs to have in the back of their tool belt, because if you can get up an hour earlier, 30 minutes earlier, even 15 minutes earlier every day, imagine how much you can get done in that time frame if you're not able to have enough time in your day. That extra 10 minutes goes a long way in just your day-to-day lifestyle. Because personally, if you say you wake up at 7 o'clock and you don't have enough time to get a prayer in or read, which is, all these things are very important and we can get into all of them. If you don't have enough time, you have to create the time in order to do this, because there is no excuse to getting these things done. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, and it's really up to you as far as if you want to hit your goals or not. So getting up a little bit earlier in order to do these things is now, no question, easier, but it's up to you again to get it done and like put in the work and effort in order to hit these goals. So whatever time you guys get up, that's fine. Let me know in the comments, what time do you guys get up at? I'm actually kind of curious, yeah. So let me know in the comments down below, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, because that lets us get our reach out to more and more people so that we can impact more people. And that's the ultimate goal of this channel, is just to reach as many people as possible and create an impact in some positive form or fashion, because we want our the Word of God that we talk about and like the praise that we give Him to get reach to more people, because I think that He's ultimately the creator of this universe. So I think it's only fair that the gifts and abilities that I've been given in my life and in my wife's life is given back to the world, and the least we can do is make some videos about it and just have a couple laughs along the way. So we appreciate all the time and effort you guys have put into watching this video, and it means a lot to us if you could at least like and comment and subscribe. Just one of your takeaways from the video, something like that, and any video ideas you guys have for the next one, please let us know, and we'll be able to do one as long as it fits within the general scope of what we're trying to do with this channel, which is either a personal development, real estate, or some sort of entertainment. We'll make a video for it. So thank you again for watching. You guys have a good rest of your day, okay?